Hello everyone, this is the journal that I've created for Lorri Nichols. I'm filming several journals today and I don't know what's getting uploaded first. There's been a delay. Everyone knows I had one printer break, then I had to get another printer, then my lead broke. It's just been like an endless nightmare, so I'm catching up on everything now. This journal, if everyone remembers, the theme is succulent plants, and also, since speaking to Lorri, the theme is bugs and insects, which is just as well because it's pretty hard to get decent images of succulents, vintage ones. Lorri, this is a repurposed vintage book. From what I remember, it was late 40s. It's a hollow hidden spine of the style on the booksmithing course, on the main booksmithing course. There are protective metal corners in like an antique brass, this decorative keyhole. There is a pocket behind the Edith Holden paper that I've mounted this on, and another pocket behind the actual image. And that's an Artie Mays image from the Dragonfly Dreams kit. It's a chunky 3-signature journal, and it's bound with recycled sari silk in multi-tonal, lovely natural greens. And to me, through the camera, everything looks blue, but it's not. The cover is a rich, beautiful jewel green. It looks an awful grey-blue on camera. I'm sure something's happened to the colour settings. Tim Holtz memoranda. You've got 2 layers of it because there was an accident with glue. Well, anyway, so you've got the memoranda, beautiful blues. There's a book plate that you can put your name. Some Artie Mays on the outside of the signature. That's Birds and Butterflies, but that is Dragonfly Dreams. There are 2 vintage botanical books that there are pages from. This one, and I get the 2 mixed up, I think this is Wild Flowers of the World, and the other one is Flowers of the World. Again, someone else is filming this. It's not ideal, and I'm trying to see how it's showing up. I promise I'm getting a YouTube camera shortly. I haven't stuffed it with tags and ephemera as requested, Lorri. There is plenty of journaling space. This card is from Chikuna on Etsy. Coffee dyed glassine bag. There are lots of bags sewn in because there's plenty of places for you to put things. So you've got Tim Holtz wallflower, coffee dyed doily, coffee dyed, nearly all the papers are acid-free archival watercolour papers, really quite heavy. This is like, can't explain it, a financial slip. Vintage sheet music from like a faith songbook, a church songbook. Coffee dyed craft paper. This is from a children's book. I need to list the title. A story about spiders, and it makes you quite sympathetic to them, even if you've got a phobia like me. This was dyed with fruit tea. These trellis bags, which are coffee dyed, are from Janine at J9 Scraps. This little bug that it's just me, I don't feel like it's on camera. I think it's a rose beetle, and this is from Tracie Fox's newest kit that she's just released this morning, called Basic Entomology. And I'm on Tracie's design team. I've known for a couple of weeks. This is like a prelude to my first design team project. Oh, sorry, a cover of a vintage Jack and Jill magazine from the 50s. The same one Gail used in the journal she made for me. That was designer paper. Some Tim Holtz offcut chikuna. This is really special because I remember you saying you could lay there under the stars listening to the crickets singing all night. Crickets. There's lots of pictures of crickets in here, Lorri. You've got washi tape with the different bugs in a dark green. This is another one of Tracie's from her basic entomology range. This is from a vintage Ladybird book, which in Britain, those are the classic children's books, whereas in America you have the little golden books. And Stoats and Weasels, and then you'll see it's a wild cat because of your, there's lots of cat related things in here because of your cat Tuxe. So this folds out, it's graph paper. This is from the British Royal Horticultural Society, and you've got the Chinese lanterns on the back. I've cut the tops of these tags off for interest, and you've got ethical recycled sari silk that is sourced, bought directly from someone in India, and I get it through Threadshed Studio on Etsy. My favourite moth, the Death's Head moth, because it reminds me of Silence of the Lambs. I just love that film. A side tuck from one of the two vintage, I'm sure that's Wildflowers of the World. And I bought the two books especially for this project. So postcard, all things that you can either write on the backs of or remove. This is a page of the Janet Marsh nature book that all of a sudden I can't remember the name of, but I will link in the description below. Centre of the signature, an envelope for you to put things, and it's been inked in broken china, and it's Birds and Butterflies Artie Mays. I would have used all of Tracie's stuff, but I made this before she brought out certain digis that she's got now. And she's adding new digis all the time, so you need to keep checking out her shop. And she's also got her own website now, traciefoxcreative.com. So we've got the washi with the dragonflies. There are lots of washi strips in this with bugs, and because I know you love insects, as do I. So some more bugs. A couple of the coffee dyed papers, I admit I've cut them too short. There was a miscalculation. This tea card, which in Britain you used to get series of educational cards that you would collect free with the boxes of tea. And Tracie sent me those. She sent me hundreds of them as a gift a while back. It's a beautiful wild cat. This is dyed with rooibos tea. I love the red tea dyeing. If you ever get a chance, you should try it with the red tea instead of the coffee. Some more bugs, Tim Holtz. You've got the two different washies with the bugs. I'm wondering whether to put the light on just to make the lighting better. For the lighting of the video. No one agrees in this house, by the way, everyone. More of the fruity tea, a children's book about the spider, craft paper, music paper. So you've got Shikuna with, I think those are moths, I think. I love how the coffee dyeing came out on that. And I've opened the ends of all the bags. This, I made a library pocket. I think that, I don't know if that was meant to be to make a pocket out of, or if it was a tag. But anyway, these 3 digis are from the Mabon collection by Sassafras and Treacle, who I will definitely link. Mabon is summer. I'm sure Mabon is summer because Luganache is autumn. what is it, spring? Yeah, it's autumn. The pagan names for the seasons, anyway. So that is either the Graphics Fairy or the Old Design Shop, and I'm sorry that I'm not sure. Artie Mays from the Nature Walk kit. I added the pockets to the back of the book page just to give you that extra journaling space. So on the second signature, I don't know if that's Birds and Butterflies or Butterfly Madness, but I'm sure that's Dragonfly Dreams. So then we've got the succulents again, including peyote, which is sacred. It's a shamanic plant. Native Americans use it to get closer to their spirit guides and find their totem animals. I think they're a type of beetle. One of Tracie's bees. A new washi with mushrooms and toadstools. I love fungi. I love it more than flowers. You've got the beautiful Death's Head moth again. This is authentic. This doily is gorgeous. Isn't that unusual? So there's coffee dye in that. There's a doily pattern on the sheet, and I don't think they're coming out well today. The sun is just crazy. So there's vellum, Tim Holtz wallflower. You've got some ledger paper from Denise at A Tattered Dream. A page of a vintage children's picture dictionary. Cat had to be done. Caterpillar because of the bug theme, and cattle because of what you do with looking after farm animals as well, Lorri. I always put little things in that I associate with the person I'm making a journal for, and even down to the cedars because of the area you live. So some polka dots, coffee dyed paper bag, which, oh, there's something in it. It's not meant to be. We'll deal with that later. There's a napkin stuck in there. So weird. One of Tracie's little bees. She's got these embellishments in her basic entomology set that you can use to layer up on envelopes and tags, but I've added some to the page corners and I think they look lovely. There are 2 pages here of a beautiful poem from a children's book, Lorri. It's from a children's poetry collection, and it's really special poem about a woman's relationship with her cat, or someone growing up with their cat. Kirby Teasdale. So you've got some coffee dyed airmail paper that, oh, I love it. I was really lucky to get that, and it is vintage airmail paper. So you've got some music manuscript paper that I always tend to use now. A bookmark out of one of the Artie Mays big tickets. It's got the insects, and an extra pocket from Dragonfly Dreams. You can fold all these in to make extra tuck spots. One of Tracie's tags with the bees. Oh, what are we doing? Very random. It's a pumpkin, but I just loved the image, and I've laid it up to create a pocket. And Tracie's tag is just there just to show it's a pocket. The Janet Marsh. It's killing me not remembering the name of her book. She's got like a nature notebook, a bit like the Edith Holden's. In a way, hers are better. There's this beautiful dragonfly. A double envelope that, when I looked afterwards, I could have printed this much bigger, because, you know, I sewed it in so you'd have extra space. It's only the centre signature that I've decorated to this extent, just to make it different to the other 2. So that's from a napkin. You've got the butterflies. Frogs. I love frogs. Before I forget. So you've got this cabochon that I've used as a paper pebble. And this flips up. That's Shikuna as well. And then you've got a fold out with extra pages, and I've sewn another envelope in the centre from the Nature Walk set. And I've tried to use quite lightweight papers. Oh, and there's a big reinforced pocket down the back of it. Is that still in frame? And because it's just moved, it seems. So then you've got more succulents. And I think it's Flowers of the World, this one. Folded a glassine bag. That is Chacuna with the crickets. Tracie with the butterflies. And that is open as well. If you know, the bottom of the bag has an extra pocket. This gorgeous bookplate from the Graphics Fairy. I'll put that back at the end. Awesome coffee dyeing. That beautiful cat from that cat poem, you must read it. Some more napkin decoupage with the Latin names of the butterflies and the moths. Some washi. With the bag, fruity tea dye. Gorgeous coffee dyeing. Authentique. Under the paper bag. And the fold out has made these pages sit not as nicely as they did before, which is why I didn't keep adding fold out pockets. And I know you didn't want it stuffed because you want to add your own stuff anyway. But the pages sat so beautifully before I added that bulky fold out. I will link the authors and the right names for the 2 botanical books because the illustrations in them are absolutely glorious. In all honesty, they're much, they're more vivid and so many more, they're stunningly beautiful. They're much more vibrant and colourful and rich than the Edith Holden illustrations that everyone uses. I use Edith Holden as well, but it's nice to have a change and have something different. That was cranberry and blood orange tea. I know because it came out a deeper violet than the other fruity teas that I used. These little embellishments of Tracie's. That's from another gorgeous children's book. The cat. I hate that because I could always lose my words when I'm doing a video. I can't multitask. This is Edith Holden, and it's from one of her children's books, The Hedgehog Feast. The Hedgehog brothers, they're giving the one brother a bunk up, and then he lands in a bowl of milk. It's a really cute book. Hold on, that's Chacuna. That is Tracie's. The end of the Succulents. Tracie's one of her butterfly tags, and I've only put them there to show it's a tuck spot, but they do go perfectly with the theme. I don't know, I can't remember if we've seen the other end of it. Obviously you can see it's an envelope and it's just an extra place to put things, and you can write on it because it's not decorated. So this is the one envelope that I put something in. And it's the fold out that goes with it because it's got these beautiful vivid butterflies. But you can put something else in there, or you could make it into a booklet, or I could for you if you wanted me to. So cute. All the grasshoppers. Those are grasshoppers. That's a rose beetle, one of my favourite insects. Moths or butterflies. It's the light. The light is not great today. I really think I should have put a light on. So we've got the succulents. Really glorious illustrations. And when you look up vintage succulent images online, it's these images that come up. Chacuna. A shrew from the Edith Holden book. Bee, those adorable hedgehogs. thought it would make a nice change from the usual Edith Holden. So another pocket with one of Tracie's tags. Fold out. I wish the camera was picking up. There's some awesome coffee dyeing in this, and it just, from my angle, it just looks crap, basically. Oh, that piece of ephemera is from an old British corner shop that baked and sold Hovis bread on premises. In Britain, Hovis bread is our main classic bread. I made this extra booklet out of the offcut from the Authentique, and there's a decorative vellum page in there as well. That's a map of Canada that I used simply because the shape, it just had to be done. It caught my eye on the graphics fairies. It just meant to be a pocket. The baby spiders being carried on the wind. Even if you're scared of spiders like I am, it is a beautiful book. Some ledger. So that is a tuck spot as well. That's sassafras and treacle. The light is up. 2 seconds, everyone. Should have followed my instinct, shouldn't I? That doesn't look any better, does it? Okay, so that's a tuck spot. And I'm pretty sure it's from the Mabon kit, but it might be from the Luganache kit. The lighting's just dreadful. Insects. This is that really see-through glassine. It's my friend Donna Jameson that sends me those bags. I love them. They're not like normal glassine. Glorious, glorious succulent plants. I'm sorry everyone, this video isn't doing any justice to the colours in this journal. My only concession to add in lace, this really deep lingerie lace pocket, and it is new lingerie lace, I haven't cut up my old underwear. It's a really beautiful, rich, jewel shade of green, and it perfectly coordinates with the gorgeous green of the cover. Oh, I'm going to cry about this video because when I look back on it, I'm seeing a different colour journal to the one I made. It's a really rich, somewhere between a deep jade and an emerald green. I can only describe it in words. Lorri, this journal is much nicer in real life. The light doesn't do it justice. Please let me know, Lorri, if you want me to add additional fold-outs, extra pockets, stuff like that. I will send you extras with it, but I wanted to leave some sort of surprise. So everyone, Lorri makes amazing journals herself, and I will link you her channel underneath. Please check out her journals. About to film another video, but not in here because of the light. See you everyone. Excuse the terrible lighting.